Now, an emergency weather alert from Andy's Randomness.
Hello everyone, this is your midday update for Tropical Storm Isaias, which is still expected to strengthen to a Cat 1 hurricane sometime later today, potentially. The next time there will be an advisory from the National Hurricane Center in Miami will be around 5 p.m. As you can see here, this is just one behemoth right now, churning up in the Atlantic and going along the Florida coastline, directly impacting Palm Beach, as we all expected it to. Take a look at the different radar images, and you can see here that it's still journeying in the Atlantic. We're going to go with this one for later, because I'll wrap up the video with the replay of that. And then you have the heavy band of rain. You know, the thing was, I should have loaded up the radar image from Miami. Can we get that image at the moment? Just to get an idea. Yeah, see, it doesn't even pick it up. You get more of a specific on the other models. There we go. So again, you can clearly see just churning in the Atlantic right now. Another model. So let's get to the outages in Florida right now, because a lot of them are in Palm Beach County this afternoon. So we're just checking a lot of the counties. Good news is in St. Johns County, where Jacksonville is, no outages yet, but that could change. Okay. Update for Felicia, it's 13. Brevard, 44. Just curious for Brevard. Yeah, it's definitely Florida Power and Light. Has to be them. Because right now, Florida Power and Light's leading with all outages with 12,083. 1,283, but that's just the way I want to say it. Okay. 1,236, so it went up. Why aren't I surprised? Okay, let's just check Indian River, 31. St. Lucie, 163. Martin County, 28. But again, we are noticing the outages are in Palm Beach, which is 292. The update from Florida Power and Utility, they claim that they prevented more outages than could have been, so that's a good job on that part. Broward is at 140, and Miami is at 447. So, the honest thing is, how does Miami have more outages than Broward? To me, that doesn't make any sense. See, Florida Power and Light says 447. Which, again, that is very odd. And Broward has 140, and then Palm Beach is 292. So that is, again, very odd. Yeah, 163 in St. Lucie. Monroe has nobody out. Because I'm thinking, yeah, that's not where the outages would meet. It would have to be along the coastline. Now, Monroe, that's where... Yes, that is exactly where the Keys are. Right. Thankfully, the Keys aren't going to be seeing anything from this. It's just that the cause of concern is West Palm right now. Okay. Right now, the summary, about 55 miles southeast of Fort Pierce, Florida. 120 miles southeast of Cape Canaveral. And there was originally supposed to be a splashdown landing of astronauts Robert Behnken and Doug Harley in Cape Canaveral today. The splashdown is still going to happen, but it's actually going to happen in the Gulf of Mexico today in Pensacola. So NASA had a plan B today, which is very good news. So I will be monitoring this. I'm expecting sometime around 2 p.m. today. Then I will be hopefully going live with coverage of this. But I just wanted to give you a pre-taped update of the storm. Okay, now very quickly, I want to mention that a tropical storm warning has been issued for all of South Carolina. So a majority of it. North from South St. River, South Carolina to Surf City, North Carolina. Which officially means Horry County, where Myrtle Beach, South Carolina is. They are in a tropical storm warning. Okay, tropical storm watch has been issued for North Carolina coast. So I'm expecting later today that a majority of the Hampton roads in Virginia should see tropical storm watches. Okay, good news. Tropical storm warning for Jupiter Inlet, Florida, and for Lake Okeechobee has been discontinued. Storm surge watch for the Florida East Coast has been discontinued. Okay. So what I don't get is I need to see if they issue. Yeah, there is warnings in Georgia. There are warnings in Georgia. So I don't know why they're not being specific about that. Yeah, here we go. See, here's more specific. Jupiter Inlet, Florida to Surf City, North Carolina. So all of the Georgia coastline is definitely going to see something out of this. Yeah, again, additional watches or warnings may be required later today. So I wouldn't be surprised if Virginia gets warnings, and I wouldn't be surprised if the eastern shore of Maryland or Sussex County got a warning later today. Because if it's not going to be winds and rain that does it, it's definitely going to be the flooding. Definitely going to be the flooding. So I don't want to go into any more specifics. So, once again, we know that east coast of Florida is impacted. It will reach the coast of Georgia, South Carolina, and southern North Carolina within the morning area Monday and early Tuesday. Right now, we know that storm surge from Edisto Beach, South Carolina, to Cape Fear, North Carolina. So like I figured, I knew the capes were going to get impacted in North Carolina. Okay, the water could rise up to 2 to 4 feet above ground level and are possible along the immediate coastline. Storm surge warning may be needed today. But again, I'm just going with my gut instinct, thinking that the Virginia coastline could also need a storm surge, and also the Maryland and Delaware coastlines could potentially need it too. And going into Tuesday, this could also have an impact for New Jersey and then New York. So I wouldn't be surprised if that were the case. See, already here, we're already seeing close to 4 inches of rain expected in the New York metro region. We are expecting the same in the Delaware Valley, Delmarva, Hampton Roads. Now, look at Hampton Roads. This is what gets me concerned. A majority of Virginia on the east part is going to see heavy bands of rain right there, as you can see. Looks like at the moment, Virginia Beach doesn't see something, but why is inland at risk for the most rain? See, that is very concerning. Because I did see that on the GFS earlier. Which we'll have to go further into that. Yeah, as I said, I wouldn't be surprised if any more warnings were issued later today or going into tomorrow. Because the way this is going, all the models are in agreement. So let's just see here. Yeah, see? Here are the winds expected. And as you can see here, that you definitely see the winds are definitely going to play a factor. And it looks like a strong wind could definitely impact Ocean City, Maryland. So that's definitely not out of the question. 70% chance in Ocean City. And then you have the Carolinas getting impacted. Also, once again, they should mention that precautions should be taken and necessary COVID-19 preparatory action should also be taken. So I don't know why they're not even bringing that up again. Look at the rain. Once again, I just don't know why it's further inland in Virginia. Further inland towards North Carolina. Further here, you can see, and I know where Horry is. Horry is somewhere around here, where Myrtle Beach is. So I do not know how they could just assume that. And then you can see that flash flooding is definitely expected along the Grand Strand. I am not honestly surprised that flooding could happen. It's happened a lot over the years. Myrtle Beach has just been in a very, very tough predicament when it comes to flooding over the years. Actually, the past 2 to 3 have been, actually the last 2 years have been rough. We'll mention that. Then you have the winds expected. Looks like sometime Tuesday afternoon, the worst of the winds could be felt in New York. In Delmarva, the scenario is Tuesday morning. That's the way things look right now in Delmarva. And then you have late Monday night where the winds could be felt along the Virginia coastline. Then you have tomorrow night where the Grand Strand of South Carolina, could see something. Another model is an agreement. Another model is an agreement for South Carolina. Then you have New York. So this is what concerns me, is that could go there. Then you have the cone. So again, all of the cone definitely depends on that. So I would not be surprised if the watches get issued for Virginia sometime later today, which would probably be around 5 o'clock. So let's just take a look at the model, see what we got here. So model was an agreement that South Carolina is going to see something out of this. Then it goes further inland, goes into Delmarva. Now the issue is, does the band move east into Ocean City? That's a good question right there. Does it move east to also potentially impact Rehoboth Beach and Bethany Beach? Because I'm seeing the band right now, and it looks like New York and majority of New Jersey and Pennsylvania, and especially in Delaware, if you're in Newcastle, you're going to see that heavy band of rain from Isaias. So then it goes into New England and just fades out. There you have it. So I'm just going to quickly take a look at the NAM here. So the NAM is an agreement for Myrtle Beach as well, it looks like at the moment. Because again, Myrtle Beach is around here. So it's an agreement with that. You go further out. Yeah, the NAM is in agreement with New York, but the NAM thinks that, okay, here's something interesting. The NAM and the GFS are sort of in an agreement for heavy rain to be expected in Delaware, but not in the eastern part of Maryland. Wait, there might be a little bit of a band that's in Salisbury. Yeah, I'm seeing it right there. So there's New Jersey. There is Pennsylvania. And then you have New York, which looks like the Hudson Valley's definitely going to get trenched. And you have it in the New England states, and it goes out. All right, so there you have it. Once again, I am monitoring the coverage of SpaceX. Once again, I am expecting the splashdown of astronauts Robert Behnken and Doug Harley sometime around 2 p.m. this afternoon. So I'll be closely monitoring the NASA feed for the remainder of the afternoon. And when the splashdown does come, I will be live to cover it. But for now, this is your midday update of Isaias. I will be also closely monitoring to see if any watches are along the Virginia coastline, which again, I am expecting it sometime later today from the NWS in Wakefield, which again, thank goodness, Wakefield is the office for the Eastern Shore of Maryland and Virginia, because then I can organize it, and then if something comes out of Mount Holly, then I can keep an eye on Delaware. So, with that, thank you all for watching. More to come later today.